Hello, Darla. Thank you so much for that generous suggestion. That's a great idea, actually. Hello, everyone. Late, yes, 9 minutes. Yes, Dem 69. I'm sorry. That means I'm right on time. Sorry about that, y'all. Gate Smasher. Thanks for coming back to you guys. Thanks a lot. Darla, as always, thank you very much. Appreciate that. So, the moon is out. Who knows? Maybe I'll even get a chance to film it tonight. The minute I get off of here, I'm going straight outside to try, anyways. And if not, well, there'll be tomorrow. Also, is when I like getting it. When it's about half. How's it going, Gate Smasher? Hoorah! When it goes from a bit past the half moon phase mark, well, then it gets pretty trippy, actually. You guys see me okay? I don't look too distorted this time. A little better, eh? And my eye doesn't seem to be doing weird stuff, Darla, anymore. Now it's just a regular weird eye. So I think I fixed the problem. I hope I fixed the problem. Actually, I was getting creeped out the last stream. The Divine Sorcerer is in the house. Good evening to you too. Thanks a lot, you guys. Hey, I'm getting another video up here tonight for you all. I don't know about what. We'll see. I have a lot of infrared footage to look at also that I filmed last night. I still have not looked at that yet. Mike Allen's in the house. Good to see you too, brother. Thanks a lot, man. Hey, Will MC. Nice to see you, man. What the hell's that? You guys hear that? This is so weird. Just give me a moment, please. Okay. Will MC, hello. So, Bruce, a fridge cam. What do you think of that one, Darla? Imagine you get yourself a fridge and you look inside your fridge. What the hell is that? I don't know if you guys can hear that. You look inside your fridge and you see a fridge cam. What would you do? What the hell is a fridge cam? A camera inside my fridge. Beautiful night so far. I'm fingers crossed. I hope it's going to stay like that for a while, anyways. Either my house is breaking in half, as I hear it cracking. Maybe I did too many repairs. Didn't do them right. Hey to you, Peter. Thanks a lot, man. Greg, how's it going, bro? Thanks for coming back, Peter. Thanks, guys. Hey, Casa Nostra is in the house. How's it going, Casa Nostra? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Hey, yo to you, Mr. Andrew. Apensy, how's it going? I do not know what that banging is, but it is annoying. Thank you very much, Craig 1971. You'd be surprised how many people agree with the theories you were talking about. It's crazy. It really is, man. And be honest with you, for me, these theories are not so far-fetched. To be honest with you, we have no idea what's on the other side, And I can't help but wondering, where do the dead people go, the souls? Which dimensions do they go? Are they in the same dimension as the ones that are contacting us, where the aliens are? When people talk about entities, it could be aliens, it could be ghosts. I don't know. I tend to think that they're all in the same, pretty much the same boat, I guess. I don't know. I have a little bit of fringing here, eh? Let me give me a second, see if I can fix that real quick. Still just getting used to the green screen, guys. So, oh, there's the eye problem, Darla. Oh, that's creepy. Sorry, I like creep myself out, like disappearing too. Okay, let's adjust this properly here. I think that's better. So that was the problem with the eye the last time. Maybe I went down a little bit too much. So it's good. Good. It's not because I'm like a ghost. It's not because of that. Let's fix it right there. Is it okay or is it not okay? I think that should be all right. I hope it is. Hope I didn't screw up my eye there. I'm off tonight, so what better way to spend my moment? Thanks a lot. We love talking about a whole bunch of things here. We talk about a lot of really cool stuff. And the worst of it is I know a lot of you in the community have had spiritual encounters and have had experiences that some of you don't even like talking about. And it's not always necessarily something that people believe, right? People get weirded out. When somebody's talking about ghost stories and stuff like that, for some, I guess, but someone who's experienced it, when they hear about it and they hear someone say a story and they go, oh my God, that's really close, similar to what I got a while back. So. What the hell is that banging? You did, Peter? I'm not screwing you guys. It's a banging. It's like it's right here, but I don't know what the hell it is. New stove must be cracking. Hell, I hope not. Yeah, no, it's not coming from there. It's coming from in the ceiling upstairs. The room where the guy died upstairs. I didn't want to say it, but anyways. As long as it doesn't come downstairs, we'll be okay. Nicole, oh, hey Bruce, hi everyone. Hi to you. Hey, William, Cherry, thanks a lot, brother, for making it to the live. Appreciate that. We have Harmon699 is here. Howdy, guys. Thanks a lot, eh? Thanks, Darla. Thanks for coming back, everybody. Thanks, Casa Nostra. We have Francine M. I appreciate the support, Casa Nostra. Everything that you guys do to help the channel, it really shows, guys. Francine M. Hey, from the Suds. Thank you very much. Taylor Michael Thompson. Hi to you, man. Thanks for being here. Hey, Peter Hyde. How's it going, bro? Nice to see you. So less fringing now with the green screen. Oh, a little bit around. Sort of look ghostly, eh? It looks like I'm here and I'm not here. See, that's the energy you really see around my fingers, maybe, I guess. Must be normal energy that I have. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Casa Nostra. Are you in snow? What, already? Hey, thanks, Will MC. Got lots of good mods here, my friends. Lots of good members. You're all members, my friends. Hello, Bruce. Mods and community. Sansi. Nice to see you. Thanks. Barzak. Sure. Reptilians. Another possibility. Another interesting theory. People talk about beings in other dimensions. Well, yeah, reptilians. That could be very well be. Which, for me, the reptilian idea is a really scary thought. It's something like, whoa, how crazy is that? If there could actually be a reptilian intelligent race, not only intelligent, we know that they're aggressive, so they say, in with the theories. Which, who's getting this information, right? Like, who's the first person that presented a picture or the information and proof of reptilians existing? I have a hard time proving that UFOs are on the moon, even showing videos of me capturing them. Gotta wonder. It's a scary theory, though. It's a scary ideal, thinking that reptilians could be here. And I've heard a lot about the reptilians. Also, some say they're from Draco. Lots of different stories about them, but again, very interesting. Thanks a lot, Crane 971. I appreciate that. Hey, Rich Williams. Thanks for coming back, Rich. Appreciate it, man. Rich from Astor, Florida. 32102. Hey, Taylor Michael. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it, you guys, for being here. Great. Now, everyone going to say you're a reptilian. Yes, Tim O'Callahan. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it was tripping me out a little bit in the last stream. The last stream was getting really bad. My eye was sticking out. It's not doing it there. It is there. See, there's the go. This, guys, it's really my robot eye. Just want you to know that. Pupils dilate when I want. I could also slit them sideways, but it's forbidden for us to do so. We like to have a little bit of fun, though. The connection between the Starlink satellites and the social credit score identification from the jabs. I think it's a method of tracking people who get abducted but have now ideal they got abducted. So it's getting into a really serious story and serious thing. I know a lot of you also, like me, I have a lot of skepticism and about many things and related to the pandemic, even though we don't get into details about it because they keep giving us strikes. But still, there's an interesting point to this pandemic and the satellites and the 5G and everything that's going on. But the tracking and the surveillance of people, that is definitely something I believe is always being done. Big Brother is always watching you. Me too, watching all of us. And what they're doing is, I think that they are designing a way where every single person on Earth is going to be just all the data on them, but like in a very, very deep way. Do you think the government has a clue how many people are in America? No, obviously not. The numbers can vary by thousands and thousands and thousands, right? How many illegal immigrants, how many people are in the country that are, we have no idea of that. It's just always basic numbers that they, in graphs and illustrations of theories. And we asked 1,000 people this, we asked 1,000 doctors this and that. It's a bunch of load of malarkey. My big Friday night, a cup of honey and tea and pretzels, jamming on Bruce Sees All channel with others to share thoughts about the universe. So, man, I appreciate you guys really appreciating doing so, because for me, it's really like, wow, without saying that we're a gang or that we're at a church every time we come here to talk about something, but it gets really interesting talking about the unknown. It's more, imagine, for me, it's more interesting talking about things I don't know about than things that everybody knows about. It's just so interesting. Cool. At least I will not wake up in jail in morning habit. No, stick around here, man, and you will not wake up in jail. You may wake up in another UFO somewhere on another planet, but I don't think they're too bad. You get like some headaches sometimes. It can happen. Richard Diddler, how's it going, man? Hi to you. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Barzak is a veil between the dead and the return to the world. I like that one. Veil the dead and the return to the world of the living, but also to a phase happening between death and resurrection. That is extremely interesting. I like that. There's lots, eh? There is so much that we don't know. And you ever notice how we research certain things and some of us go get information where we sort of have an ideal of how things are, like, like you're doing right there. I think it's interesting talking about all the different theories. We can disagree to agree to disagree on certain issues, but thank you, Beth. Hey, Beth. The hypnosis session today. Yes. So tell me about it. Was the hypnosis session today? That's where she was going, which is, imagine, guys. I have yet to be hypnotized. I do not think it can be done with me, but I wish it could. The hypnosis session today was freaking amazing. She's going to publish it. Awesome. That is actually, that's way cool. It's rare you can get the chance of doing that and get the footage. She said it was so inspirational. I'm so happy to be back, you all. Thank you very much, Beth. We love you. And thanks. If ever you know where that is, or if it's public or something like that, let us know. Like share the link or something with us so we can go check that out. Hypnosis is another thing. It's very interesting. I could try to hypnotize you guys all here, right? How cool would that be? And then we'll just all stay stuck stream. I'm going to hypnotize you all to remain on the stream. I wouldn't do that. Hey, Tim, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, more on the way too, bro. Hopefully some moon tonight. It's been a while, Larry. Get some nice moon footage. And if not, well, I'll get it tomorrow. But I do have that UFO infrared footage that I have to look at. The card's full. Doesn't mean I get anything. I was actually disappointed the other night. The day after I got all those UFOs, nothing. Next day, there was nothing. So you never know when you get something out there. Hey, Michel Sagnier. Merci beaucoup, mon frère. Thank you very much, brother. C'est une inspiration, mon ami. Merci vraiment pour le gros support que tu donnes à la chaîne, les deux chaînes, à toutes mes chaînes. Et on va se voir samedi, c'est sûr et certain. Peut-être faire un petit vidéo. On va faire un vidéo. On va regarder un peu les recherches. Des petites trouvailles récentes. Thanks again, Michel. Merci, Michel. Got some of the moon tonight before it disappeared over the rooftops. Well, that's it. I mean, I'm lucky. It's just coming up here, Craig. So opposite sides, right? And I'm hoping that tonight I do get a chance to view it outside. It is a very, very clear night. What about you, Craig 971? I don't know if you noticed. The moon is in the sky. It looks like it's half. It looks really far, though. It's small. And, of course, when it's low on the horizon, it looks larger. But as it rises, it was setting. So that's another thing. When it sets, it looks like it gets bigger, too. And when it's rising, it looks like it's very big. But I noticed that the moon wasn't bright. That's what I was trying to get to. Like, my mother even said it before. I called her to see how she was doing. And she goes, the moon's out, but you can't see anything outside. It's pitch black. And it's true. Usually it's a lot brighter than that. But the moon is further away. Yeah, and you can tell just by looking at it. KM, I've only told these people in my life all my UFO encounters. 3 people. Sorry, I heard these. Well, that's the thing. And I believe it. And of course, it's personal. Most of them are personal. And most people are going to laugh at them. But the worst of it is everyone will believe it, I'm sure. Just I don't know if it's that everyone likes laughing at stories like that. I think they're really serious. I think they're very serious. I appreciate hearing the events of others because sometimes it encourages me to speak up more about mine. But I'm like you, man. I'm very careful with what I say, and I've said a lot this year. I've said a lot, but I've admitted to you guys that I saw a shadow reflection moving the opposite to the person that was reflecting from. So that was pretty outrageous. I know I agree myself that it's very outrageous, but like I said, that's how the spirit world hides itself. There's no way of proving it. And, well, there's no way. There's certain ways or things that we can do, right? Obviously. Peter Hyde, thank you so much, brother. Peter, I love you, man. Thank you very much, man. Tim, thanks again. That was awesome, you guys. Thanks for receiving, everyone. Darla. Merci encore, Michel Sagnier. That was a good one, Cam. Thanks for following. Fracking. That is bad. I don't think that was that, though. It was a knocking in the house. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Fracking is another bad thing. They say, right? For the environment. Sand Seas in the house. Thanks again, brother. Yes, sir. Maybe it's dinosaurs. There's another one. Let's frick. Hello. Holy mammoths. What dimensions are they? Any stalactile ghost? Just wondering. Listen, it's all good. All the theories are good. I'm open to everything and anything. Everything and anything. If there are different dimensions, it's going to be things that we do not understand, probably most likely. Things that we don't understand. That's the worst of it. We can't always think, even the structures on the moon, I have a tendency of saying, look at the buildings, but maybe it's machinery. Maybe it's, we know it's built, but it doesn't mean it's necessarily housing or buildings, but intriguing. But we base our am I going to say it? We use common sense, we use facts when we can believe the facts. But you see how hard it is to find truth today, even looking on the internet. We get a lot of lies even on the internet today. So, unfortunately, thanks again, Peter Hyde. Thanks, guys. It'll be a nice late tonight. That's what I do, guys. Those of you just arriving to the channel, I noticed there's some new subscribers. I appreciate that. I like spending a long time outside filming, and when I'm not outside filming, well, I'm making videos, and it's the support that keeps me going. But it's the same people that come back, so we really are the same people in general, always coming back. From Michel Sagnier, same thing. C'est toujours les mêmes qui supportent la chaîne. It's always the same good people, and I appreciate that so much. Dinosaurs, like Les Frick says. Holy mammoths. Yeah. Woolly mammoths. I'm saying holy mammoths. Woo. Woolly mammoths. No, absolutely. You're right about that. It's totally possible. They can exist, dinosaurs, on the moon. Is that what you're talking about? Dinosaurs on the moon or other dimensions. I believe there's probably planets like that in some faraway galaxy. Thanks again for the contributions, you guys. Hey, maybe some faraway galaxy where there's a planet and there's still dinosaurs there. Do you guys think dinosaurs existed? You know, I mean, there's some proof apparently of some dinosaur bones. Are they real? It always comes down to that's what I'm worrying about. So, yeah, no. It was a banging. It was like a. It wasn't the house cracking. It was a simultaneous bang. It was very annoying, actually. That would be. Listen, I could just only imagine. You guys better hope the witchboard doesn't move when I try it, because um, I don't care what any of you say. I can get so much information on that. I mean, there's stuff that we're going to be looking up that we have no idea what's going to be said. You know, some people say that it goes and gets your own thoughts and stuff. I'm open to all of that. It still remains very interesting. It'd be a lot safer if that's the only thing that was happening, that was actually only going to get you yourself. So Darla, you know that channel, Spanish channel, not my friend Frank Nusnekadas. I'm not going to mention the other channel, but there's another channel where there's a guy that has black eyes and no pupils. Darla, remember that channel I shared that link with you from? Well, it could very well be the green screen that's doing that. Because if I want to, I can take my pupils out and I could have just white or just completely black eyes, which is pretty creepy. Yeah, that's something you want to have done. They check, after you have encounters. They want to have real encounters. PNW survival. There it is again. PNW survival. Hi from Ontario. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. Canada. I need more Canadians coming by. The more the merrier. Carmen Payne. Hello. Keep your eyes in the sky. Carmen, keep looking up. Hey, thank you very much, Les Frick. Appreciate it, you guys. Am I running late? What is the time? 8:18? No, not too bad. Very good videos this week. Hey, thank you. Sky is Weird over Montreal. Hey, Chaffee, thanks. Thanks a lot. How's it going? Yeah, I love hearing people from Montreal. So, yeah, the sky is weird. Do you see the moon? If you see the moon, I have a big chance that I'm going to see it. And I don't know if you notice, if you're looking for the moon, it's in the south. That's where it went up again, right in the south. And it actually went up and went down the south yesterday. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it did. I actually didn't notice. Seems to me it did. There's an interesting one. I love talking about that. Purgatory. That's another thing. Chaffee, thanks a lot. Purgatory, right? Are we in purgatory now? But that's what they say. That's what they say in the Bible too. That the souls go to purgatory and they remain there till judgment day, I guess. This is freaking me out. I just made a video on top of it, a funny video for the members, the fridge spy cam. And now it's like I'm hearing noises in the house. Bruce is losing it. And those just arriving to the channel, well, this house is definitely haunted. Or it's me. I guess spirits can follow people around where they go, right? Maybe it's them that they move and they move somewhere else and they attract more spirits there. Parked outside my house and job and never got to see their faces. That's creepy. You always do want to see their faces to see who the hell's following you, that's for sure. Oh, yes, for sure. As at the star, link SATS tracks everyone with jab. The magnetic effect from it enables the satellite to track and monitor humans in case of abductions. Maybe the jabs are anti-abduction tactic. That is the interesting thing that I love talking about, is that it could be absolutely anything. We can't just stay stuck on the satellites being for cable there. Yeah, exactly. It could be a weapon. It could be used as frequencies. And frequencies, we know now, certain frequencies do certain things to people, right? Certain waves and frequencies change everything. They change the way we perceive things also. They can add a couple of lies in that. That was an interesting one. Yes, I was here 9 minutes late. How many have already been asked that? You was late. I'm always asked that. Thanks again for being here, Mr. Kermit. The Hin, the Bin, the Tim, and the Rim species are like Jin's aliens. You see, that's the thing. You see all these species and alien species and beings that they're talking about. How the hell do people know that those species exist? What the hell's wrong with my ears? I got wings growing. Horns! My God, I got horns growing. Uh-oh. I've always wondered that, the Anunnaki, the gray aliens, the tall whites, the light beings, how do they know about those beings? And is it leaked documents? Like, where's the proof and credibility of that? And the worst of it, there's more interest when you think about it in that. All those different types of species and aliens. It's odd. Very, very odd that people talk about them, Reptilian perspective, humans are the ants and aliens are the humans. Yeah, it's scary with the magnifying glass. That is scary. Scary stuff. You sort of hope that they're not savages, don't you? Rob Wilson, hello there. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Nassan Khan, Michelle. Hello, everybody. My meeting with Mary Rodwell was a freaking amazing today. We want to see that video. I definitely want to see that. Definitely want to see that. Thanks to Stats. I'm not sure how it has happened, but it absolutely seriously did happen. A raptor with their raptor child appeared in my room about 3 years ago. A Taylor Michael Thompson, that is something for me that I never experienced. I experienced spiritual encounters. I experienced lights, shadows, what looked like silhouettes and stuff like that. Very rarely had the chance to see an actual entity, except my dad and a bunch of other family members. That was a long story, but it was family. I didn't see any entities like, for example, a reptilian. But you know what? I do appreciate the theories that you guys share with me about that. And like me, Taylor Michael Thompson, that no matter how much you're going to share that, only the ones that have had the experience or really open-minded people are going to be, everyone's going to be interested in it, love hearing it. But for people to actually believe, is that real? So it remains hidden. They have a good way of hiding the spirit world, those ghosts, is that no matter what they do to us, when you go to tell somebody, and if you're really, really convincing people, then someone's going to confront you, I'm talking in general. It's somebody that really is, trying to bring out the secret or something. But the governments are looking for things also. Rich Williams, thanks a lot, man. Hey, Bruce, I finally got a notification that you were going to be streaming. Yeah, it's probably your first one, too. And that sucks. A lot of you guys don't get the notifications, unfortunately. And I'm really sorry about that. I have no idea. That is definitely not the hackers. It's, I think, basically a glitch, YouTube glitch, a very annoying YouTube glitch. Rich, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much, bro. Love you for it. Thanks, Darla. Darla, you're not getting sick of being such an amazing mod, always here. All of you that come here, a lot of you I see you here, always watch with the trolls and stuff like that. And I appreciate that a lot. I'm telling you guys. Dwayne Ayers, hello, Bruce from Southern Indiana. Thanks a lot, you guys. Southern Indiana. Thanks for coming back, Dwayne. Appreciate it, man. Brian Travis, how's it going, brother? Michigan in the house. That is awesome. I believe it. I have no reason to doubt you, man. Jinn demons. You know what? I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not heard of the jinn. I don't think I've heard of it. Thanks again, Rich. But I will look that up. I will investigate more. Newsom missing after his. Yes. Yeah, and they're hiding all those stats. So sad, so sad, so sad, so sad. Wish we could talk more about that. I got a strike here because of that. Talking about medicine. I got a medical strike. I was so honored. Felt like a doctor. Have my eyes change color depending what mood I'm in. Yeah, well, it's funny, eh? Some people do have their eyes do change colors. I change color. I used to change from hazel to I think I was pretty much always black eyes. Always like devil eyes, black, pitch black eyes, you know. The raptor only let me see one eye, only looking at a mirror. Holy shit. And the worst of it, Taylor Michael Thompson, is that the mirror and they're portals too, right? Like, I mean, do you understand what I mean? A mirror is literally a portal to the other side. There's things we don't understand about mirrors, and there's things we don't understand about lights. Like, for example, maybe there's a trick you can do with your feet as the shadows going by on the ground. It's something that maybe you can disappear. Or, like, I'm looking for the structure of space and time. I'm looking for what's holding it up, for the columns, the beams, the stairs, the screws and vices and everything. I'm looking for little signs and details that a matrix actually exists. And I've had a lot of spiritual encounters. I was lucky. I've always felt blessed. Some people have, feel, oh my God, I don't want to see this. But me, I sort of feel lucky that I had the chance to see that. So I bet you a lot of people have had, spiritual encounters. Possession. There's another one. That's another thing, very dangerous. Yeah, we don't say vaccinated, Benjamin. Please say vaxxed or not even, because I have a hard time here with it. Possessed. I wonder. Possession. I believe in possession. I believe entities can try to enter your body and stuff. I just feel I'm a bit stronger than them. I don't let anyone come in. I killed the devil a long time ago. And I believe that if it's fear that they run on, well, believe that you're not afraid. Even if you're trembling and tears are rolling down your face, pretend you're smiling. That's how I see it. Because sometimes the spiritual encounter gets really crazy. And I'm alone. I live alone. So there's never anyone close to me. It's not like I can, go downstairs. But if you're having a spiritual encounter in the dark, just turn on the lights. They go away. I'm telling you. They go away right away. Whether it be your imagination or my imagination or not, when you turn on the light, they still go away. You're seeing shadows and stuff like that. I mean, I've thought about everything. I've also thought about the possibility that it could be someone's eyes that are making them see lines and shadows at night. There are diseases and stuff, pupil, that it is retina unsticking from the other part of the eye. There's a whole bunch of reasons that people see colors, fringing lights sometimes, but still, I'm telling you, there's definitely something on the other side. And that's the best term that we can say is on the other side. I've seen it. I confirm to you that there is another side. I know it. I swear to God, and I'm not wrong, and I'm right about what I'm saying. That's confirmed. Whether people believe it or not, there's beings on the other side. Whether it be because there's lots of theories. I heard people telling me, "Well, Bruce, we could be traveling through time, and like in this is we're in a time machine right now, and like I said just the other day, maybe it's going to feel so long, the time that we're traveling, even though it was a flash of a second, it could feel like a lifetime." I was always afraid of that. Imagine time traveling, and you start time traveling, and you live like 60, 70 years, and you're just waiting. You never come back. And then one day, boom, you get to your destination. And you're like, I lived 70 years. I had kids, jobs, families, and friends. And it could be just a flash of an instant that everything's happening. It's scary when you think of it. The iris is a torus, and there's cones in the retina. That's right. The cone cells. Absolutely. Cone cells are also the reason why when you go outside and you're in a dark room and you go outside and you look not directly at the sun, but you look towards or near the sun, and you see little fire or specks and spots that are appearing in your eye as you're looking around outside. And no matter where you look, that spot keeps appearing in front of you. It's the cone cells reacting to the light that is being taken into the eye. The eye is like a camera when you think of it. Camera is something really exceptional when you think of it. It's incredible. Think of it. Do you actually think that we could have thought of that? Or is it alien? I mean, I don't know. I wonder sometimes. Same here in UK, Bruce, keeping check on our own population. Yeah, we got to check everything out, eh? It's getting crazy dangerous. Beth, thanks again, eh? Appreciate that. Beth went and got hypnotized. How cool is that? You said it, Richard Diddler. Another planet, as long as there's guitars and music. Yeah, because I wouldn't be there, bro. I'll tell you that much. I wouldn't want to be there. I'm sure you wouldn't either. No music. Yeah, that's that sure is what it is. Rip Van Winkle, thanks for being here. How's it going? Trying to catch up here. I'm getting there. Hey, Rob Wilson. Yes, but we can use this as a forum for to inform each other. Absolutely. That's right, guys. I have videos and I share my research. And when we're here, I love talking about a whole bunch of things. And we don't have to, we don't never have a lead anyways. Usually we go with the flow, whether we talk about spirituality. I think it all has to do spirituality, UFOs, entities, aliens, the moon, Mars, NASA. It's like it's dimensions, black holes. That's what they're studying in a very big way now, the black holes. They're studying it. They're studying dark matter. Very dangerous. Christy Lindsay mentioned the last couple of streams ago, I think, to me, or I think it was an email or something. She said it'd be interesting getting talking about also dark matter because it's something that's unknown. They're just studying it right now, actually. Hey, Alpha Joe Bob, thank you very much, bro. Nice to see you, man. Thanks for the ongoing support, bro. I always appreciate it. It will be public soon, Beth's hypnosis video, and I do want to see that. Going to edit it and add pictures that I have to draw. That's awesome. So that means you have the footage and you're going to make the video. Do let me know, Beth, when you put it up, please. I'll share it. We'll share it. That'll be awesome. What I see on Mary Hall, it looks like invasion is coming to earn, really. Yeah, it's a scary thought. Thanks again, Alfie. It's a scary thought, an invasion. I don't know what to think of it. Maybe partly in denial. Hey, Benjamin. She'll be putting it online too. Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Jason Bresney, nice to see you, bro. I was thinking about being hypnotized, but I pushed it out because I noticed the place in Vancouver I booked a session with had the address. Oh no, right? Like, listen, right off the bat, dude, you back away from that place. 666 Burrard Saint Suite 500 Vancouver. BC, no joke. Google it. I know. I believe it. Totally believe it. The police cars here, Sûreté du Québec, one of the cars in my town, the one where it says boss, it's in French, but in English, I don't know what you got. Supervisor. You'll see a police car sometimes go by and it arrives to an accident or arrives to a scene, problematic scene with a police officer and another individual or several individuals. You will see a supervisor show up. Well, the number of the car is 0666. No jokes. There's no jokes. First of all, why would somebody put that up there? Did you all know that when you go to a hotel, they don't have windows that open so that people don't jump out of the hotels? Did you know that when you go to a hotel, there's no 13th floor? It goes from 12 to 14. Did you know that? A lot of people, some hospitals, it jumps over the 13th floor. Bad luck. They don't mention the 13th floor. Half moon tonight here. Yeah, here too. I hope it stays there. It looks like a watercolor painting. Yeah, beautiful night here. Well, it was a while ago. Hopefully it will remain. It could have Eureka. Hello. Welcome. Thanks a lot. Scared the shit out of me. It must. I believe it. You kidding me, dude? It's like you're going to give a urine sample and to go for a drug testing to go to work. I've done it many a times when I had to work either on construction, driving buses, the medical buses and stuff. I always had to take piss tests to be sure you weren't on drugs, right? You couldn't consume any drugs because they'd find it out. And why was I saying that? It had to do with something. Had to do with the 666, I guess. I don't know. That's creep as hell. Yeah, so that's it. You get there to do a piss test or something, and the address is 666. I'm gonna have anybody touching me, or even looking at my files with the address 666. No, the towing in my town is also the address 666 here. The biggest tow truck company, and they work with the police, who has the supervisor car 666. So yeah. Cootie Shot. Oh, I don't see Cootie Shot with a name like Cootie Shot, I imagine. The stats. Hey, Mike. How's it going, my buck? Greetings and welcome to Brucey's All fellow Skywatchers. Thank you for sharing your time tonight. Please give Bruce a thumbs up. Participate and enjoy. Thank you very much. Kazoo, Bruce, Kazoo, and the mods. Kazoo's hiding. I have to get him in here with me. Kazoo, he's weirding me out. He's staring in the corner like that, not moving. He doesn't move very much. He thinks a lot. Yeah, definitely bad vibes for sure. Are you serious, iRage? Damn. Northern. I'm sure that's not Northern Illinois. But wherever you are, you got snow, dude. Holy smokes. We don't even have any here yet. I'm in Canada. Well, we got freezing rain this morning, but like no accumulation, right? Just a start of the crap that's coming. Last year, I noted it was December 11th or December 14th, the very first snowfall that we had, the first snowstorm. So I'm hoping to make it all the way to there before we get some snow. But I got my snow tires on, obviously. Got everything set up. Thanks a lot, Beth. Raining in the Bitterroot Valley, Montana. Thanks, Mike, for sharing that, you guys. Rain sucks. We got a lot of rain this year, actually. There was a lot of rain. Seriously, this year has been something else. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Peter Hyde. Really appreciate it, man. Jen, everyone believes in UFOs and abductions. until it's happening to their friends or at a family. Then it's absurd. Yep, it's true. It's true. Most people think like that. Yeah, anything. I always go like just this. It looks bad, but that's can't even say the bloody words, eh? Some of it about the shadow was said on Peter Pan. Some fables hold some truth in it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute about that. Some of it about the shadow was said on Peter Pan. That actually rings a bell. That rings a bell. And it was him, eh? If I'm not mistaken, his shadow. That rings a bell. Look at Dracula. Look at Dracula, where Shadow goes up and down the stairs. He watches his shadow go up and down the stairs. I'm telling you guys, these are smart effing people that make these movies, and they're integrating truth into it. For whatever the reason, they have access to share a part of the truth, but they have to write science fiction on their videos, on their movies. Imagine having to do that when it's probably real, right? Let me just get something to drink, my friends. I'll be right back. I'll make it fast. Got it. Thanks for the heads up. So I was talking by myself. It's a good thing. Good thing you didn't hear me. I was imitating Tony. I was imitating the Tony guy, the pizza guy. Doesn't like that Bruce guy. Hello. Darla, is there anybody? Oh, I love the guy. Tony, Tony, Tony. I want to be you. Carol Lewis. Hello. Penny Bunny's still making videos. She's up to Fact or Fiction number 10. Well, the sad part is that Bruce doesn't get views on his videos. I highly doubt she's gonna get views about videos about me. Time slips. That's a good one. Time keeps on slipping, slipping into the future. Can't tell or get a truth. Just look at Gender carry on. Oh gosh, that's unbearable. Isn't it unbearable? And then you get it makes me laugh. Some of the people that are so afraid to offend people that they don't even say ladies and gentlemen anymore. The law and order that they're trying to pass, that people, we can't say mother anymore. Now it's like what? It's like basically like baby holder, you know. Mothers are not only women now, it's men too. It's scary. There's the eye. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. That's an implant. I got that. Just got some chaga tea. Gonna give it a try. Chaga tea. What did I get the other day? I had a nice present from my mother. A nice big round tea thing with about 100,000 different types of teas. I can do tea once in a while. I go all out and grab a tea. Have you gotten any more weird things moving in your house? Yes, PNW survival. We can talk about them, like the bags in the kitchen in that one video. Yep, not that yet. Haven't seen any movements at all. No movements. Just the typical lights, but it's the shadows. It's the shadows and noises. It's little tricks that make you sort of feel like you're a bit probably losing it. Little voices, feeling someone touch my shoulder. That has bothered me a lot. It was the touching of the shoulder, the hot feeling on the elbow, the smell of a pipe or tobacco or something like that. Actually, somebody was talking just on the first live stream that their daughter was smelling cigarettes when her husband that passed away came back to see her daughter, or she felt the presence of her father, would smell the smell of tobacco because her father was smoking or something. So scents also, some people say it smells sulfur. That's happened to me once. The sulfur, the real sulfur smell, like somebody lit a match in the house. That was also very scary. I've felt the cold drafts that go by you. It's thick, it's dense, it's like it's going through you. I felt that eerie feelings and stuff. There's lots of activity. And if I talk about it, I think how this started is when I started talking about it to the community. When I finished talking about ghosts and I turned off, I mean, listen, I love the night. I love the dark. And for me, even when I was a kid, the dark was protection for me. I don't know. It's the opposite. I'm not afraid of the dark. I never have been afraid of the dark. But at night, when your mind starts playing tricks on you, that's okay. Anybody can have mind tricks and stuff like that. But when you feel for real or see something for real in the house go by, what I have here is something very powerful because it moves objects. You don't hear a lot about ghosts actually being able to displace objects, and that's a scary thing. And I know they're not throwing things around, but they're moving things in an aggressive way. And again, I say aggressive, it's a vibration. That Indian I have over there on the wall, beautiful wooden Indian that my family gave me, and it's pretty old. It's an antique. It's hand carved, and it's a tribal person. You can see it's an Indian with its feathers. It has that, or it's witch doctor or something. I don't know. Anyway, it has this nice big headband on it. And when I brought it home for the first time, like Taylor Michael Thompson, well, you could believe it or not, you guys, the stories that people tell about like reptiles and stuff. Well, what happened to me is that it was on a table, on a wooden table. I always note those things, wood on wood, for whatever the reason. Yes, it was very close to an electrical plug too, beside my computer, whether it has anything to do with it. It started vibrating. It started shaking and vibrating. I mean, to the point where it was going to scratch my table, and the object threw itself on the ground because it jumped over my lens and my box where I put my mail in it. It jumped right over it and landed on the floor and vibrated like aggressively. It was vibrating so fast, it looked like somebody was, when you're turning something, a stick, and you got those two things flying at the end of the stick. It was just vibrating. I could just see the wood thing spinning and shaking, like it was oscillating, like it was magnetic. There, I said it. It's magnetic. Like the wood was a magnet that was being pulled or pushed. I don't know. It was moving all around. That's happened to me a couple times, and it defies reality. It's always things that are very scary to me that when they occur, and when they occur, they're not scary at that moment. It's after, when you sit down and you think of what's going on, and I'm gonna show it in a way. Listen, I had videos. I know you saw the one about the ghosts and stuff. I don't know if you saw the one also with the fire alarms, and if you saw the one where the telephone was answering me back, whether it be, and I mentioned in the videos, whether it be satellite or the sun doing it. I don't know. It was something. I caught fire in my house, sparks and flashes that were appearing beside the telephone, and I filmed it and I made a video, and the members saw it, and everybody saw it. It's also on the side, and you see fire sparks appearing inside of my house right at the very moment where I'm saying there's a paranormal activity. I was outside filming with my infrared camera, and the phones started buzzing inside. The next day or the day after, I filmed the fire alarms that were going off. And if you don't believe me, look for the video. It's recent. I was downstairs and I said, if there's a ghost or spirit in this house, make the upstairs fire alarm go off. Now think of what I'm asking it. I asked silly things. I asked it to move the garbage. It did. I asked an entity to make a fire alarm upstairs go off while I was downstairs, and it did. Ran upstairs with the camera. I filmed all that. And that was in a little bit of time. Why? Because somebody asked me, try to film paranormal this at your house, ghosts at your house. And I told them, well, it's not something that's going to happen every day. And it did. When I mentioned that, it started. And it was day after day. There was things that I was seeing that I was able to film. Luck or not, I don't know. It's mysterious, but it's real. The person that was in the house here, he didn't die in a tragic way, I don't think, but he did die upstairs. And it wasn't like it was a body that was left here for a long time. The person was found out during the same day, and they took him away. So that doesn't scare me. I mean, I've never felt afraid of that, because when my dad died, I had a connection to the spirit world. Any spirit that I saw, any entity or ghost that I saw, I would run up to it. And I was a kid, guys. I was the scariest kid. You know that movie with the kid with the fire in her eyes? That girl, she was doing weird shit. I had the weirdest stuff happen to me. The weirdest things happened to me when I was young. And I'm not alone. I hear a lot of you talking about that. But when I was younger, that's when tequila. When I was young, that's when I had all those encounters. There were lots of encounters. But again, I felt safe because I thought it was my dad. I lost my dad. I was 6.5. Grandfather followed a couple weeks after. So for me, it was my grandfather and my dad that I just lost, the two men in my lives at 6.5 years old, imagine. And I started having all these encounters, getting messages from the other side. I'd wake up. It's the same thing with my research. I come downstairs, and I'm thinking of a protein or something, some type of protein that I dreamt of that has to do with the thing. So I look it up, and then I get onto this page, and it just so happens that they just talked about it. So I get. Do you believe that somebody's what vibe? I don't know. What is it? The soul, the mind? Is it telepathy? That we can pick up on things that are happening in life without actually being there, like just feeling these intuition and premonitions. I get a lot of that. I do get a lot of that. I never said I was a prophet, because I'm not. I'm not also a guy. If somebody says, "Do you do telepathy?" No, I would not say that I do. I'm not a mind reader and stuff like that. But I'm very lucky with intuition. Sometimes it's scary how it's exactly that, or it's the exact opposite. You feel something, intuition, you say there's something that's going to happen there, and instead something good happens there, but you still pick up on that vibe. But maybe it changes when you pick up on a vibe. I believe that destinies can be changed. There's a way to change destinies. Let me know if that tea is good, Beth. Thanks again for asking, PNW. Let me scroll down. Victor Levic, comment ça va, mon frère? Lots of people here. Bacon. Don't start. Chathy says, time travel. Yes, sir. I want to be back 100,000 years ago. Yes. 100,000 years ago and peace and quiet before the elites arrive, I hope. Time Bandits theme. Interesting. George Harrison, only a dream away. Yeah. Yep. Lots of people know stuff. If you've had a near-death experience, you know there's another. Oh, damn. Of course. Yep. I know a couple of people that have also. Hey, Deborah. Thank you very much, Deborah. Excuse me. Bosnia. Thank you very much. Stay the strongest. You guys rock. 8:51. I'm going down to see who's there because I keep going by. Oh, no sound. Yes, thank you. That was before. Chathy, I believe that. I absolutely believe that. Yes, those are things, and cats can pick up on the vibes of the ghost. So yes, it definitely is scared the ghost because I bet you it feels the cat picking up on it, and the cat is negatively zoning in on it because it doesn't know what it is. Most peaceful conservative. I'm already drunk. It's 9 o'clock. It's okay. It's okay. You're safe. Don't drive, and you're good as long as you stay home. A little drunk with this conversation is always a good trip, for sure. Hello to you, Sinks a lot, alias. Thanks for being here. 9/11. Ken Cohn, how's it going? This is actually Ken's daughter, Becky. I'm always using Dad's account. Does Dad know that? It's safer that you do. Well, welcome, Becky. Old Lady Patriot 64. Light snow in Kansas today. Wow, so the States, you guys are getting snow. Damn, come on. Kansas, really? It doesn't feel like Kansas anymore, does it? I had to say that. Tic Tacs or Space Force? That could be. Interesting. The Tic Tacs, I'll tell you. Demps 69, thanks a lot. And me too. I gotta go get that moon. I hope it's still out. Thanks, Richard. Yes. Hey, you guys were good to tell me. I would have seen it. Awesome. Forbidden Knowledge, welcome. Darla, what's Louis Molyneux's channel name? Maybe I'm mixed up. I'm kidding. Just kidding. Menacing Muskrat, welcome. That's funny because the show says fucking knowledge, forbidden knowledge. That's funny because the show I'm rushing right now is calling you in the main character's back. Andrew, thank you very much. Appreciate that, man. Most ghosts you can get rid of by smoking cedar. Yes, I heard that too. And also, I do have a lot of sage here that I've never had the chance of really using and burning. Of course, I'm going to be very careful when I'm trying the board. Merci, Victorovic. Weird. He should have never mentioned 666. It's marked you. Oh yeah, we're all marked, dude. No biggie. I'm used to it. But you see how when we talk about these things and mention them, sometimes that's where the things happen. Is it us bringing it on to us, bringing it? I don't know when I'm going to get the board, actually. It'd probably be about the 27th. I have no idea. It would be probably a bit late. Watch this, guys. I have problems having things shipped to my house, something I rarely do. Last time I did was my microphone, actually, Yeti microphone. And watch the board not get here, which would be really scary. I never got my Ouija board. How come? Hey everyone, I'm just getting here, but no sound. Yes, it's on. Poll, what excites? Am I still late? How come I can't see the recent comments? The last comment here is at 8:59, guys. We're traveling through time. Should have mentioned the 666. You said it, Ribbit. He's not allowed to live near a school. I hope Tony, yes, exactly. Tony, the guy, he's bad guy. That's one bad dude guy. I'm telling you, man. Not a bad ass, just a bad, evil, disgusting bugger. The things he does to little kids and stuff like that I found out that he likes talking about it. This guy, those of you who don't know Tony, it's time to wake up 5, but I haven't seen his channel in a while. Likes kids. In the way you think that I'm talking of, loves kids and likes telling people that. First time I met him on Penny Bunny's channel. So Penny Bunny's hanging out with again Tony in that pedo ring. Not gonna hide that. Bruce tells the truth, and when someone's in danger or kids are in danger, I'm gonna speak up. Penny is following that son of a gun. He says he's in Montreal, but he's not, man. Because if he was in Montreal, he'd be killed. The Hells Angels would have found him a long time ago. The guy's talking about harassing kids and stuff. Very, very dangerous individual. I think he's a larper, and he's doing online scenarios, right? He got into it with Eric Sentinel, who has larpers on YouTube channel. He's not a larper. He was talking about this. There's the eye again. He's a robot like me. So he's talking about cool stuff with me on Penny Bunny's channel. And Penny freaked out because with Tony, she was doing a scenario to try to, I guess, do a hit on this guy, Sentinel, for whatever reason. And I'm saying the same thing as what Sentinel says on his streams afterwards. Bruce seemed to be a cool guy. Don't know more than that. Well, I don't know Sentinel more than that, but I wouldn't talk against him. The guy didn't do anything wrong. Overall, smiley guy that's intelligent, talks about a whole bunch of cool stuff. But anyways, that's the Tony guy. And Tony goes, I tell you, you get me Bruce's address. I want to know where this guy lives. I gotta fix this guy. Yeah, Bruce, that's right. Boom, I'm in Montreal, man. You bugger. He was mad at me. And this guy is brave. They're brave. If they're brave, it's because they're hiding well. They're hiding well. Trust me. He hides in trees and pine trees in Montreal, he says. But the problem is he doesn't have a Montreal sky or setting. People that say that they live in certain towns have no idea at all what it looks like in certain towns. And here's the other thing. That Tony guy has a PayPal and he's asking for donations on it. Do you know that a Canadian is not allowed asking for donations with a PayPal unless he's an American citizen? And if he's asking for donations and he's not closed, it means he's in the US. So the guys that think that Tony's in Montreal, hey, you guys, I'm the Q. I got the clips. He's hilarious. I like imitating him. Trimming my green harvest and watching Bruce Can't Beat That for a Friday night. Thank you, JT1111. Great number. Always thanks for that beautiful number, 1111. Thank you. Appreciate that. What excites you more, says Wood Booger. I had that up, but I didn't even see what was there. The actual Milky Way or a giant Milky Way bar? Oh, definitely a giant Milky Way bar. Definitely. Good one. Funny. 1 point for you. Mostly peaceful. Conservative says smoking cedar, not internally, but the 4 directions. Okay, I get it. I'll be putting salt in the corners and stuff. I'll be doing everything. And don't worry, guys. I got myself a whole bunch of holy water. I made it myself. If you guys ever want to know how to make holy water, all you have to do is boil the hell out of the water. That was a little joke. I thought it was funny. Womb woman. Strange indeed. Bringer of change. Awesome channel name. Christopher Rollins, they say they spent millions of dollars on gender research as they needed was a $5 mirror. Yep. Kevin Houston. Hi, Bruce. From Kevin in Manchester, England, UK, United Kingdom. Love you guys. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the generous contributions, you guys. And if you're here, definitely contributing to the channel. Can't thank you all enough. Menacing Muskrat. Thanks a lot, guys, for being here. Jason Berezny, how's it going, bro? Says, why the chicken cross the road? To get away from people, you can't take a joke. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Was that insulting? That's insulting. No, the guy they ran away. What the hell? Some people react differently, oddly sometimes, eh? Tonight, guys, I wanted just to have a chat with you all. So I did make a video tonight, and I said at the same time we'll get a good chat in about the spirits and stuff. And I can't talk enough about it. I don't think people understand what I'm going to be doing when I do have a board. And it's not, you know how my research is different than other photographers. Well, so will my paranormal videos and work be. I have some unique ways of seeing reactions and getting responses from asking questions that are very, very innocent questions. Your children could even watch the videos, I assure you. Wait till the session's over. I'll be the judge of that. But in reality, my goal is not to be Madame Mesmerelda and to try to, I mean, a little bit. I mean, we're going to have candles and stuff. Sure, we'll make things look a little mystical and stuff. But in reality, the goal is never to laugh at a witch board or to insult it or laugh. I mean, we don't know what it is. Basically, it's a mirror. It's a mirror that's connecting. I still don't understand the board, though. But in reality, if you use something yourself, like a piece of cardboard on a paper where you write yes and no on it, it works, eh? Just like a Ouija board. There's no difference. There's something about that. I don't know what it is, but obviously there's no magnets inside of the board because I checked. We had taken one apart at one point. Maybe that didn't help either, but there's no magnets or anything inside of it. Just brought back some spirits with me. Just because they say what we can say, just don't, we can say no. Just because they say what we can say, just don't, we can say no. Absolutely. You're damn right. We can say no. The stats you were talking about, P8 end, I thought about how good a pub or PB would be right now. Ah, PB. Let me guess. Pot blunt? Floyd's making TA. Say hello to Floyd for me. The stats, my hardworking friend. For him and hit chocolate for me. Oh, interesting. Menacing Muskrat says, Bruce, says all the tea that you were talking about, is that for the eyes? The tea? Is it for the eyes? No, I don't think so. No, I got a nice big round tea thing that my mother had given me. And there's a lot of different types of tea in it, and it smells incredibly good. So when you open it up, it's like turn the whole roll around, and that looked bad, didn't it? Oh, Penny Bunny's gonna put it up and say I'm sniffing coke now. Chile, muchas gracias. Teresa, bienvenidos, you guys. Thank you very much. Gracias por ver mis videos. Mi canal de investigación en español, segundo canal, Astronomia OVNIs. No, dos canal. Dos canal. Thank you, Teresa. Yes, I'm all the way down to the end, and I can't get to the end of the. Thanks again, JT. Ouija board is not a game. Yeah, absolutely, Cam. It's definitely not a game for sure. By the way, Kai, I am Elvis. Is that Kai? It's not Kai Miller, is it? No, is that my buddy Kai? No. By the way, Elvis is not dead. The name is Bob Joyce, and he's a preacher. I actually know a little bit about that information. I saw also a video of Elvis Presley. That was a little impressive. I know computers can do a lot of tampering with images, but I did see something that pertained along the lines about that, of what you said. Bringer of change, welcome. Ouija boards in such a kind of talisman. Yes, that's right. It's dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Absolutely. If you don't know what you're doing, yes. And you involve someone who is open to such things because it'll actually work. Yes, it will actually work. That's right. Like, that's probably why I wouldn't play it with somebody else. But in reality, the game, they say, is supposed to be played with two mediums. And at least you could be 3, 4, or 5. What happens is when you play with 3 or 4 people, you have to you have to be sure that all 4 people aren't going to move the board. I've played with people before that have moved the board. I get it. It's funny. I'm going to go to death, or I'm going to go to yes, or something, because it's so tempting for people to want to lie, because I don't understand why. If it doesn't move good, it means there's no entities. It would be not normal. But there always is one. And little questions asking, like, is there a spirit in the house? Is there a ghost here right now with me? What's your name? How old are you? That's not the way I go. I don't go with that. Questions that we're going to ask it. We're going to ask it very high tech mathematical questions about equations, about Tesla, about history, about the past wars, popular names, birth dates, and stuff, to see whatever we can speak with on the board comes up. And it's always very intriguing to me when you ask it a date and it whips out 4 numbers. Why? What is it doing? So does it mean that so in other words, be prepared when you're in the spirit world, when your family tries to reach you, you're going to see a portal open up, and I guess you're going to see a Ouija board in front of you, and you're going to hear, "What's your name?" You're going to have to go spell on the Ouija board your name. It's weird, right? When a spirit is there talking to you, how's the spirit making each letter appear? It's something I don't understand about that. But there's still there's something paranormal to the board, that's for sure, or mystical, or unexplained, maybe. I don't understand how it works, how it can work like that. How does the board know la planchette to stop where that little window is over the yes? And the only way of proving it to you, it's easy. I'll do it looking the other way. I'll do it with my hands behind my back. Not recommended, but it'll work, and you will see that the board will go write a certain name or a date. Like, for example, we could try it online. Say you guys ask a question, and we'll see if the board responds to a question, coming from on the net. It'll be interesting. Thank you very much, Stats. Really appreciate it, guys. It was an amazing stream, and that's what I'm going right now. Is I'm going outside to film the sky. Hopefully it'll be outside. Mark C said, my nose is itchy. I did an experiment that shows that your intentions and what you say physically affects things. There's a short video of it on my YouTube channel. I would believe it. We can check it out, Mark C. Listen, man, I'm all about that. I've said that myself. And everything that you visualize and your energy, when you focus it to a certain area, it will change a part of that area. Doesn't mean it's always positive, as you probably know, like me. It could be also very negative or devastating sometimes, but it's always um, going to happen. For me, it always happens. No matter what I think of, no matter what energy I try to give, there's always a response. There's always something. I know all about energy. Energy is real, and um, all the magical energy that I feel I have inside it's not from a satanic cult. It's not from reading magic books or doing white or black spells. I got an opinion myself about them, but I'm open to everything. I don't give a shit about people doing black spells and magic spells and dark incantations and everything. For whatever the reason you want to do that, it's your prerogative. If you want to open a portal and bring in demons into the world, not much I can do about it. But no, it's not a game. It's definitely not a game. Puerto Rico, muchas gracias, guys. Just notice in China, all frosted on first. Yeah, guys, we're going to witness all of that. This is incredible. Snow in China, everything frosted down. We may plunge into an ice age. I don't know what the hell's going on with the sun and everything. It's really scary. I did not check the sunspots today, but I will be checking them tomorrow. Hopefully, it won't be raining. Maybe that's what I'm hearing. Is it raining outside? I hope not. Gosh darn it. Jason Bresley says, my 5-year-old understands the reality of spirituality and quantum dimensions through experience, as I had first started experiencing 47 years ago at the age of 3 star seeds. I was 4.5, man. Actually, my mother said when I was 3 or 4, I was astral traveling. That I'd explained to her that I would go downstairs to my grandmother's house, as she lived underneath us, and we'd go downstairs on my back to go see my grandmother. And at a very young age, I understood it. Lost my dad at 6.5 years old, and I was already in contact with him. So, as of 7 years old, I believed in the spirit world and stuff like that. I actually was a lot like I am today, trying to explain to people that there is something on the other side. And I don't know. It's like I was never able to get through some of those people. Hey, thanks, Peter. Thanks a lot, man. Bruce, I love what you said about what questions you would ask the Ouija board. Yes, thanks. Now, those are the kind of questions that need an interesting answer. Thanks, Peter, for appreciating it, man. Yeah, and the first time I had tried it myself, I don't know if you guys remember, if you're about my age, but I'm 46 and I was born in 75, and I remember Parker Brothers, Bradley Brothers or Parker Brothers? Parker Brothers, whoop, deja vu. Parker Brothers have the game, the Ouija board, which for me, Ouija just means oui, yes. Ja is yes. Spanish, oui in French, Ouija, but the questions that I asked it were about where the being or spirit was. And the person kept telling me that it was trapped in a school, and it really intrigued me. And then that first word came out. So what else intrigues me, Peter, is that military phrases and military associations words were coming out from the board. Like I was expecting to see this. You think you're going to talk to something medieval, and you're going to say, "Hey, what do you think of Jim Carrey?" And he's not going to know Jim Carrey. But it seems like the board is very, very knowledgeable with recent activity and stuff, and it intrigues me. It really intrigues me as to how that friggin' information is coming out. And Viet Cong is the first word that Leia, Leia, she told me her name was Leia. And she said she was in the town of Lai. And here I'm saying the town of Lai. What the hell? That's where the bombing was. The Americans bombed schools and stuff, pillaged towns, and it went way back in Vietnam. And here I had this entity or whatever spirit that's writing profusely, like vomiting words, just writing fast, and Ouija boards going left and right, and you're marking B T R L. You're trying to mark down all the letters and numbers and things that they're saying. Sometimes the board is very, I would say aggressive. It doesn't mean it's aggressive, but fast moving. Sometimes it does figure eights. I see that a lot. I've had it done with my friend Thierry, and we're just sitting there going in figure eights. I think even with my mother and stuff, we had tried this. Don't forget, it was a game. And when my mother saw that, it was just a game too. She wasn't buying a witch board for her son, actually. It was just Ouija, a mystical game. It sounded the mystical oracle, the mystifying, right? The mystifying oracle, right? Well, look up oracle. And I started studying all these things about the board, and a lot of people do different things. Some people say you're supposed to use 2 fingers. I never use 2 fingers. I use 3 or 4 fingers. It's just to say that you touch the board like that. So what happens is when it starts moving, you lift up your fingers, then you're not touching the board. And then you're hovering over the board, and you have that friggin' planchette that is either going off the board all the time or on each side of the board, or it's actually receptive to you. Most of the time they were receptive, but it's happened to me where it just went off the board and stuff like that. I played only that 1 year. It was the only year I'd ever tried that. Only year I had ever tried that. And it changed my life because it made me want to go see on the other side. So I was asking questions about my father. I was asking questions whether whether it's the devil or not. I'm still taking a chance to ask about my father to see. You're curious, right? And one thing that the spirit had told me that really tripped me out. There are certain questions that it didn't answer me, and it would say goodbye when I asked certain things. And I asked it why. And it kept writing law, rule, forbidden. And there's certain things that I was asking it, and it didn't answer me. And it would write the word forbid. I'm saying forbidden, forbid. So again, you have to sound out things. Sometimes it could be coincidence. Maybe I could be wrong about the words. Maybe the energy's not coming in right. And, maybe you're playing with a cheater and he's moving, the board around. But I do assure you it really is real, I did an experiment that shows that your intentions and what you say physically affects things. Oh, yeah, I read that. Thanks again, Mark. Thanks, Darla. That's the mail. If you guys want to send something in the mail, I have to go check the mail this week. Mail is slow, guys. If anyone's sending anything, mail is extremely slow. The order of the board, I ordered a week ago, and it's only coming on the 27th. So anything important, the date on the 27th, around the 27th, anything coming up? Again, this channel doesn't change. It's always going to be the research in space. But for those of you who are curious with the unknown and the other side, well, Kai, I am. Awesome, man. No problem, bro. I recognize you. All good. I will, Richard. I promise. And like I said, I'm not going to do it in a terrifying way. And I'm going to do it. I want to do it in a way where people won't be afraid. I don't want people to be freaked out. I don't want religious people to start feeling they have to flee Bruce because he's a devil and he's now doing witchboard stuff. It's still going to be awesome. It is going to be awesome. But again, I'm telling you all right now, if the board doesn't move, that's it. We're not going to do nothing. It could be that the board doesn't move, right? It moved. I doubt it. It moved when I was young a lot. Like, trust me, it moved. No two ways about it. Planchette would also turn around. You're playing on it, okay? You imagine your 2 fingers are like this on it, and the planchette goes right around. Your fingers are just sitting there and it's sliding over your fingers. You can't press down on that, eh? You're just supposed to to brush it. And mark my words, if you've ever played it before, you'll feel an incredible tingling sensation on your fingers. And, if you keep it a serious thing, you could encounter some type of being that will answer your questions, Listen, I did a test. I asked for the fun of it, lottery numbers. I got a whole bunch of numbers, 27, 6s, 9s, 12s, 18s. You could ask it pretty much anything you want. And if you have a good, I know it sounds a little creepy, but if you have, yeah, 10-4 Kai, all good, man. Thanks a lot, bro. Thanks for sticking around, man. A lot of people coming and going, bro, here. I got people getting blocked. I got people that are being unsubscribed. I got people that can't get to the streams. Michelle Chechny, he's a patron on my Patreon, and he has no access on either one of my channels. He used to love coming to the streams, and he has no more access to it, and he has no idea why. When the last time you had your telescope pointed at your anus? Last time I was bent over. Uranus is a big planet, eh? Hey, there he is. Hey, brother. Love you, man. Eric Sentinel, larpers of YouTube. He's the one exposing them. And that's the guy that was with me on Penny Bunny's channel the evening that, I'll tell you what, man, she got more subs that evening because we were there. Honestly, we were talking up a storm, Eric and I. Eric, have an awesome evening, man. Thanks for stopping by, bro. She just put up a video actually about us, eh? We're besties or something, even though we didn't have a time to talk about it. Yeah. She just posted the last video about Eric Sentinel and I saying, who's Bruce's new bestie? She's a flake, dude. But honestly, Penny, is that, are we talking like meth and crack and stuff, or is it just speed and ecstasy and stuff? I can't size her up. Check out today's video, bro. She's scratching the dead skin off her arm, and she's feeding it to the rabbits on the floor and stuff. Anyways, I'm sure he's laughing right now. That's what we got to do, is laugh at the trolls. And if you want to see people laughing at the trolls, larpers of YouTube is one that's enjoying himself doing so, as I do so greatly. I love it. Refresh your live chat. Might bring up current. Yes, well, I can't refresh it. If I refresh it, you guys will disappear because I'm streaming. But Bruce, I was an underground coal miner, and I went back as far as 3 miles. And you're talking about strange sounds. We've ran out before. Oh my God, that is extremely scary. Inside the ground and stuff, man, in tunnels. But now you say underground in the mines. There's something about that. A lot of deaths occurred there, and some people were working there all of their lives and stuff. People wonder why there's ghosts in colleges and universities. How many people in their dorms, kids, are getting raped there, or they're doing drugs and they're playing Ouija boards, exactly, and they're contacting spirits. You have all this energy that accumulates around these places. Then you go into a place where there's a lot of brass or metal, maybe a lot of electrical wires and a lot of pipes and running water, because ghosts appear along those areas. Electrical boxes, lights, light sources. So they say. That's where they come out and everything, where they can appear. Thank you, Darla. Yeah, you remember Eric, Darla, the one that was viciously attacked by Tony. Eric does his voice too. He does a good imitation of Tony. Tony doesn't like Eric Sentinel either. The kids coming in now are higher frequencies, and some say that they're from other star systems to help humanity raise their frequency. The star people do exist. I do believe it. And Beth, do you believe that angels can be here? That some of us can be angels without actually knowing that we have a necessary mission to do? Maybe not necessarily knowing. So don't mess around with opening portals. Absolutely not. Mine's already open here. I'm trying to close it, actually. So did you see the NASA data dump we did, Bruce? No, man. I'm going to have to check that out. Is that a recent one, bro? Or if it's an older one, I'll double check it. I saw the videos you're putting out, like the 911, the secret stuff. Love watching it. I'll double check it out, man. Oh yeah, they can be haunted and stuff. Think of the energy that goes on there, the drilling that goes on there, the energy, the water and minerals that are in there. Oh my gosh, it's just conductor, you know? My suri amor. Thank you. Yeah, guys, thanks a lot for stopping by. The marketing of Ouija was a bad idea. It really was. I have my mom's. She never let me play with it. I still don't. That's good for you, man. And it's good to just keep it there and keep it away. It keeps the portal closed. No danger with it being in the house. That's just, in reality, there's no danger if you don't bring negative energy to it. You're not a negative person and it's your mother and stuff. So there's only love when you think of the board. So I think you're pretty safe. But wood booger, yeah, toilet's like a portal for sure. That's why we said Penny was an alien. I'm sure she came from that portal. Spiritual spamming. Yeah. I saw the Roswell evidence. That's it so far. Yeah. And now yes, they just came out and everything apparently it's real, right? So hopefully, Kai, they're going to talk about the moon. That's what I want them to do, is admit that there's something on the moon. Strangest sounds I ever heard was the time my Aunt Sylvia said, pull my finger. Gate Smasher, oorah, that was a hell of a good one. Yes, energy for sure. Yes, it is. What do you think of the videos of spheres sucking plasma out of the sun? Spheres sucking plasma out of the sun. I did not see that. Oh, like almost refueling UFOs there, where you see an object beside it and it pulls the plasma. I think it's crazy interesting. I think there's a lot that they're not telling us about the sun. I think, quite honestly, they're not telling us everything about the sun. Yeah, we'll check that out later, Darla, for sure. Playing with a Ouija board isn't a game, and you have to know what you are doing 100%. Otherwise, you will know about the entities, what the entities really are. Yep, you may get a good one, but you can get a very evil one too. And that's absolutely right, Barry. Thanks for sharing that. I agree with that. And like I said, the first reason why I had played, my dad had passed away. So a lot of people used Ouija boards, we're not going to hide it, to try to reach their dead relatives, talk to people that have gone by, whether it be to soothe their souls, whether it be to soothe their hearts for pain. Sometimes somebody wants to go through the experience, but most often, Barry, people don't understand the Ouija boards. I am no friggin' professional, but I do have a very easy way of protecting myself with the energy that I have, and that's all I do when I do those. I'll burn some incense without exaggerating. I do little things without showing people, which look like ritual ceremonies, but in reality, I am going to burn sage around the board probably for a day or two, and no thoughts, just turn the board or whatever. I'll do that to cleanse it, whether it's real or not. Are you going to take the chance of it not being real and nobody's watching? It'll smell good in the house, and I'll get the incense going. Spirits exist. I conjure the buggers up by talking about them. So I imagine a board will definitely show us, more. That's scary. But it seems something happened to be behind it, or the letters would spell gibberish. Yeah, exactly. When you think of it, that's exactly right. And sometimes it does, though. Like sometimes it says it's happened before that you get things and it says LHT, and you're like, well, what the hell is LHT? Did he mean light? So you often you try to invent a word that it tried to mean, but if it doesn't spell out the exact name or word, it's I don't usually count it. But when they said Viet Cong, that blew my mind away. And I remember my first reaction. I was 12 years old. I was young, and I said, Vietnam. She must have been Vietnam. I remember telling Terry, or maybe Hong Kong. And don't forget, 12 years old, I had no internet. There was no way of me researching that whatsoever, unless, of course, and I did have good books at home, the encyclopedias, whatever. But aside from that, there's no proof, and there's no way of looking up certain things. When the internet existed and started to exist, well, which was 100 years ago, but they never showed us. But for us, that 20, 30 years ago, when the internet started, was invented, that is what made the people stronger than the governments and the elites, because the internet is a tool, I believe, for the governments, for the elites to infiltrate us and survey us. And what happened is the people got fed up. So anonymous and hackers, anonymous people, all of us, we're all one anonymous world, okay, started hacking the government. And that's what happened. Anonymous represents everyone. There is no clubhouse for anonymous. It's supposed to be the real true meaning. It's supposed to be for the people. And when something from that someone that is anonymous does an act or a hack or something like that, it's supposed to be for good and to stop evil, not to hack YouTube channels and to take down Minecraft there. But you got a mixture of a whole bunch of people online when you think of that. So that was a long goodbye, Darla. With the Ouija? Oh, don't worry about it, Darla. And it's going to be a beautiful thing in the way I'm going to present it to you guys. You're going to find it beautiful. Maybe some people will find it, the board is can be used for other things and in different ways by contacting other dimensions and seeing if we can get anything coming from Mars. Like I would sit there on the board and I would try to talk about Mars or the planets, about beings and species and stuff. It's, maybe a question about the Bible. It can get so bloody interesting, but I promise to keep it interesting in that way, though. It'll be just an interesting thing, and it's not going to be every day either. And like I said, Darla, if I don't communicate with the board, I'm not going to share it, right? Yeah, you see, it's it fascinates me, Kai. I am fascinated by the unknown. Like literally, really, really, really fascinates me. Bruce, if you do that, I would love to ask my son question, please. We see that's where it gets interesting. For those of you who are awake and open minded to this, it'd be a pleasure. I love you for asking me that, and I have 2 or 3 people that ask me that, and I would be more than happy to do it, as long as you know that I'm not a person that is trying to tell people that I'm communicating with the dead, even though I've had my experiences. But I think it would be an interesting experience, and as I did when I was younger, I got some positive feedback back from the Ouija board about my father, whether it was real or not. It helped me. It helped me get through many years of being without him and stuff like that. So it's an interesting subject. It really is an interesting subject. I intend on doing a lot more research on the boards and finding out, where it's from, how long it is, which boards, which boxes. I don't know if you've heard of Devic boxes. There's a lot of different ways that people do. And listen, nothing ritualistic or satanic there. We're talking about reaching spirituality. Yeah, larpers on YouTube, larpers of YouTube. CERN, bro, that's what we were talking about, him and I, the last time. That is something that um, obviously that's why he mentioned it. I know for a fact. I just read his mind, or he sent me a message, but it's dealing with the other side and entities and demons and devils and opening portals. And I, correct me if I'm wrong, larpers of YouTube, pretty sure that's why he brought up CERN. That's all he had to write on the board. CERN, yes. Um, they're opening black holes and they're experimenting with antimatter. And there's that story, if some of you heard, that apparently there's a portal that opened up and something came through and they would have killed the people working there. Look it up. There's a story out there on that. I don't know if the story is legitimate or not, but we have the ability to manifest anything. Yes, we do. Sharon Taylor, thanks. You're absolutely right about that. Some people have it automatically, inside. um, themselves, right? But some of them will never believe it. I drew a pentagram in a way I shouldn't have once. Yes, listen, we're all younger, and we do mistakes, and we're interested about summoning demons, but please don't summon demons for real. No, no, absolutely not. No, I won't. No, no, no. There'll be no demon summoning, my friend. No, and I'm going to show you also when I talk to whoever's going to be there. I guide them. They have to be in. There's light around me. There's a protection. If not, they're not going to come in. They're not going to come in for sure. And you'll see I do it in a beautiful way. I do it in a realistic way, in a way that many of you will probably say, wow, this is a really cool way of talking to spirits. And I assure you it's going to be different. And it's going to be done in an interesting, positive way to not open portals, but to understand, the Ouija board a bit more and to experiment in a basic way with it without asking it questions. I won't talk about the devil and stuff like that. It'll be a positive note. Evil demons or devils, they won't be welcome. And of course, um, with the energy that I have, they're not going to be able to come in through the board. That's for sure. And what happens is I kill them, right? These entities come in through the board. If you're stronger than them, and this lost soul for the first time comes into the board and is in the towards close to the physical realm here in essence, and is evil, and you banish him, or you tell him to go towards the light, or you send him off to hell if it's an evil entity, I believe there's some good that can be done. Sort of like a job sending demons back to hell is what I wanted to do as a job when I was young, which I asked God to let me do that. I don't know why I did that, guys. Do you guys know why I would ask that? It scared me. I don't know. I think I wanted to be close to my dad. I wanted to be a portal to the other side. I said a prayer to God, crying one night that I wanted to be a portal to the other side so that I could have that communication with my dad and I'd be able to go see him when I wanted to, sort of like an open road. But you know what? I should have never asked it. Well, I'm happy I did. But as funny, as silly as you guys will say I am, I believe that God did me a favor and opened a portal for me next door to be able to venture on the doorstep of the other side. I don't ever open the door. I'm on the doorstep all the time. I sort of like seeing who comes in, right? It's real, guys. It's very, very real. And imagine someone that sees spirits all the time. Well, you sort of want to communicate with them. Like, you see spirits and shadows all the time. And sometimes with the board, you can have a communication with them. I'll end the sessions properly and I'll cleanse myself and, whatever you guys want me to do. But it's going to be a very interesting occasion, I believe. Now, here's the thing. If ever it doesn't work, well, just quite simply, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm saying, well, guys, it's not moving and we're not going to do anything of it anymore because I'm not doing it to change the channel. It's just little extras. Just little extras. When I get my new Epiphone Hummingbird, fancy a jam, bud. Richard, absolutely, brother. Man, thanks, man. Listen, I have the Bruce's music channel, which is it's nothing, but it's a channel with no activity that Christmas is coming up and everything. I mean, there's nothing stopping us from going on and jamming just on a live stream, man, just for the fun of it. Maybe you want to talk about your guitars and stuff like that. I'd be more than happy to do that. Maybe we can do it here when Christmas is coming up. Well, it's not that too far away. We're 4 weeks away, 5 weeks away from Christmas. I was told by my grandkids when I correct that Ouija board into that, I open the portal. I was like, oh, well, I can go to hell, but I don't know. I've noticed a thing. Well, me, when I played it, I noticed there was an entity that did come in and I've always had entities around me, so it's not that they came in from the board, I don't think. But to prove to you that there's a lot of entities around me, there's so much activity. So when I play with the Ouija board, it's going to be instantaneously, and then we'll get a reaction. Burn it now. No danger, you guys. I'll be putting my energy in the board. I want to go get the devil by his nuts through the board. I'll go right into hell. 10 o'clock. Good thing it's not midnight. Yep, go right into hell and grab him by his nuts and chain him up once again, because the devil lives off fear. Evil demons, the ideal of them are scary. So they make devils have horns and tails, and they make them snarling animals and stuff to look dangerous. Whether I'm right or wrong, I don't let the devil exist. And people say demons exist. Well, they don't. I don't believe in them. And that does something. I'm not saying they don't exist. I know it, but I'm counter. Do you understand? I'm countering the thought of it. I'm eliminating the thought with my own energy, going straight through, making the path I want, making the devil what I want him to be, and locked away is exactly what I'm going to make him be. The devil. The devil was a beautiful angel before, right? So look at it in a way where it's a beautiful person that's very conniving and is able to manipulate through very sweet and or handsome or beautiful ways, whatever you want, however, but it's real. Negative entities are real, but not in my mind. I block them out. I don't let negative entities in the home. I don't, which I believe is probably why I get movement and activities, because they probably sense the presence, wanting things to get away. So yeah, KM Uranus is a big ass planet. Bent over, yeah. There you go. Yeah, damn right. That's what I do. I'll kill every one of them that comes by here. Every one of them. Every devil, every demon. There's portals that are opening up, and now it's time. Hey, the flat fellow. Thank you very much, bro. Nice to see you. I am going to have to get off, my friends. Bruce Sidella used some of your footage in my... Yes, yes, and you had asked me, man. My pleasure. Thanks a lot. My last video listed your channel for the credits and promoted you in the video. Hope it helps, my friend. And that would be the second time. If that's, you mean the second time as what you did the first time? Thanks a lot, man, for doing so. And I appreciate you, man, for sharing my name. Most of the people that take my work don't do so. Just take the work and post it on their channels, so interesting. Woodsman Bruce, guy of the woods, apparently. That's why I don't shave sometimes. I used to get sleep paralysis. It's happened to me a couple times, Peter. Just 6-7 months ago. Haven't had it for 4 years now. Thank God.